Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today's recipe, this chocolate mousse. It's beautiful, it's delicious and very easy to make. Before we start the recipe, I'd like to stop here and thank all my gorgeous and beautiful friends for their kindness, their support and all the wonderful comments. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm truly grateful to each one of you. God bless you all. It would be very nice if you'd subscribe before leaving. Now, let's start off with 3 grams of agar. Soak it in some water. Now, we'll take 150 grams of dark chocolates and break them into small pieces. Whenever you're making a chocolate mousse, remember to select the chocolates with at least 70% of cocoa content. Now heat a pan and we'll add 100 milliliters of full fat milk. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Remember to be careful of your sugar because if your chocolates have sugar, your mousse will become too sugary. Now let's add the agar. I'm taking very little agar because we want our mousse to be just firm, not hard. Now add the chocolates and we'll have to cook it on a very slow flame. I'm not using egg yolks in my chocolate mousse, which is usually there because we need a thermometer to monitor the temperature all the time, and most of us don't have thermometers. Keep stirring it until the consistency becomes a little bit thicker like this. Now let's whisk 200 grams of fresh cream. I'm using a hand whisk because I don't want to use a beater. It's very easy to overbeat the cream. I just want it to be thick. I don't want stiff peaks. Now let's add our chocolate mixture into this and give it a nice stir. Here I'd like to add that when you are whisking your cream, you should be very careful. We just want our cream to be nice and thick and flowy. We don't want the peaks. Now let's transfer the content into a saucepan. I'm using my saucepan because it has a very nice spout in it and it's very easy to pour, and I'll be pouring it in a piping bag because that way it's very less messy. I don't want a lot of mess. When I cook, I want to do my own cleanup, and so I avoid messy things. This way it will be very less messier when you are pouring the mousse into the molds. Wrap it up very nicely, make it nice and tight. Trust me, there will be very little mess when you use this kind of method. Now I'll be taking paper cups. Remember, if you're using paper cups, make sure that you're using 2 or 3 paper cups because this will go into the freezer and the mousse will spill out of the cup. If you have a silicone mold, it will be much more easier. Let's pipe it into the muffin cups, and after this we'll be refrigerating it for at least 6 hours. After 6 hours, it has been set very nicely, and let's get the paper cups out of the mousse. It's set very nicely. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Be careful not to break the mousse. Now let's melt around 100 grams of dark chocolate. This is melted chocolate. Pour it over the mousse and you're done. The chocolate will condense very fast. You don't have to worry about waiting for it to set. Now in a piping bag, I've taken a little bit of liquid chocolate and I'm just decorating it. You can decorate it in any way you want to. It's time to eat now. Let's say a small prayer and start eating. This mousse is so creamy and smooth that it will literally melt into your mouth. Thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching and I thank you once again for your support.